So what happened to Sheila?
Her transmission died. Yes. So I've been driving not Sheila.
Yeah.
But today, the actual Sheila will be here.
Very good.
Do you have anyone coming?
No. This is a paycheck. Like, it's a good paycheck, and I'm happy I'm singing, but no, I'm not making it. We drive down to Lexington to hear 4 songs. They're coming to Christmas Eve service. I'm playing horn with Bernardo. So I'm more proud of that than I am of this. Not that I'm not proud of this.
Are you ready for the spring semester?
Yeah, you betcha. We got a new horn player, which is great. Because I thought we were screwed.
There wasn't that many horns?
No, there just wasn't that many. Evan was leaving. Evan is leaving. He's not going to be back this semester because of student teaching. So we were losing our best horn player.
Yeah.
And then Lance was iffy on wind ensemble. Thankfully, we have Lance in wind ensemble and orchestra, me, Wyatt, and both as well. And then new transfer student from Western.
Okay.
She was good enough to get in those ensembles. So. Sounds good to me.
Coming from us, really interesting.
Yeah. And she seems to be excited for it. I've talked to her a little bit. The program isn't close knit really, especially like in the different studios. Like from what she said, it was very harshly competitive in the home studio. I think everyone was kind of mean about the competitiveness. Whereas here, like me and Wyatt have like a joking rivalry.
Right,
going.
but still,
Yeah.
you can do business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At Western, it was just like everyone was kind of mean.
Cutthroat.
That's totally its own way of doing things. And I
Right.
don't
There's
entirely disagree with it.
there's
However,
so many different ways to do it, to run the deal.
let's look at. I'll probably. You want me to open for the Wayfaring Stranger?
Yeah, you can go ahead and
I'll just introduce the song.
yeah, you can introduce the song, and then I'll come up and join you, and I'll say what's up, and then we'll do it.
Wrap it. This is what I got. The Wayfaring Stranger, also known as Poor Wayfaring Stranger, I Am a Poor Wayfaring Stranger, or Wayfaring Pilgrim. It's a well-known American folk and gospel song, likely originating in the early 19th century. Very boring. About a plaintive soul on the journey through life. As with most folk songs, many variations of the lyrics exist, and many singers have linked the song to times of hardship and notable experiences in their lives, such as the case with Burl Ives in his autobiography. I think I'm going to then let you say your piece.
There you go. You want some for the trouble? This is for me. You're gonna announce the problem from the city.
Just
Oh, I have
yeah.
you're gonna announce it. Oh, the problem's there. You don't have to sit there. You can sit around. You can walk together on the stage.
I'm relaxed.
Same stuff. Just you're seated and set stuff beforehand.
Oh,
Just have your picture there, but that's okay.
Whoa.
That's okay.
Hi, Steve.
Yeah,
It's a beautiful picture.
Charles.
Oops.
The name is there. You know, you
So you can see, this came from Rock of Ages, so you can see behind the.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're better
Hey,
off.
wait.
It's a picture for Dr. Bernardo Scarambone. I was like, he'll enjoy that in the background.
That's all.
Oh.
That's a pretty good picture for us.
They ask you how I did that.
Someone
From
was holding
small
like
shop and say, practice.
that.
They're very strong figures to do that.
That's the best answer.
Hello, do you want to
Play
know?
there.
Yeah, sure.
He just played it all so straight and everything. Can I get one like that? Yeah, can I get one like that on the mic stand?
choose to believe it's that.
I'm just mesmerized at it. That's so funny. Like you can see the bottom of the shoes.
I'm gonna ask him if he wants me to make an announcement that the cherry tree will not be in the program. You were born in Kentucky, right? London? Or Somerset?
Yeah.
Hey, Lee, this is, I'm good. This is Ken. I'm good, Ed.
This is my friend Sylvia.
Hi, Sylvia.
She brings me to that concert.
Oh, really? That's up there in front of us. Yeah, we'll catch it. After the show.
Are you here with somebody?
No, but
Yeah,
I.
I'm gonna say.
Can we sit with you?
Yeah.
I'm gonna library card.
This is my friend Sylvia.
Oh, hi.
You might have seen her, so
Learn to be that this way.
these years, these years, Terry, and several of us.
I wonder if he moves the seats.
Why they're taking Alexa, because she's sick.
I think it was, are we doing an hour?
So you have these ones that you do?
Yeah.
So Charlie was just telling me about this week of the Center for Old Music in the World. Have you heard of them? Really, they, a lot of people use choral, but some is instrumental.
Well, I think those are the people we saw.
On 15?
Yeah,
Oh,
I think that's,
Yeah,
him.
Charlie was telling me about it.
That's the best thing about it.
I can.
yeah, I don't think I've heard of them before
He's definitely
this year.
propped up on
And
something.
it sounded
I
like I
guess.
met one of the people that
Practice.
involved in that. And, she said, it used to be they sang songs in what, foreign languages or something like that. But this year they departed from it and did more Appalachian and Southern Christmas. I think they maybe got a better turnout.
The source of the church was Ballads.
Yeah.
Old Ireland, Scotland. So that's what
The part that you
Yeah.
see him.
I'm taking out the
Computer's different.
Every
He's his own beast.
Not so much.
You know, I used to go, when I lived in Atlanta, they had was it called Baroque orchestra? But anyway, they used old instruments. And old instruments in some ways blended with the human voice better than.
Yeah, same.
I think they did, yeah. So you're gonna, musical events.
Not a lot. Everything else was on Thursday, you know.
Sylvia's
No.
here, at least for now.
Are you not learning?
And, with
No, I
some-
wanted to say
Sure.
it's like a conference.
Outdoors.
So we want to try and get that.
Yeah, I think the wood songs were fun, but, you know, some of the programs I like so much, you could take.
You get the.
It's a horror.
Actually, a lot of times like the children in the concerts and I think the adults.
All inclusive.
But I do put some TV, so.
My husband and I. And living in Baltimore, it takes an hour to get. An hour to get home. You're there for an hour and a half.
No, good. You went for the trailer.
Oh.
It's not.
No.
Okay.
He just knows he's turning.
Yeah, and they're going to start doing them at the, over on
There's a movie coming
Rosemont
in March.
Drive in
That I'm
Clayton
more
Road.
excited for.
Shriners.
Trying to kill me.
Who is it?
The Spider-Verse, the Brothers Lord knows.
Yes.
It's
This is.
it's got everything. It's got the cinematographer,
Yeah,
dude.
it's going to be.
It has Lord Miller directing. It's got Ryan Gosling starring. It's got, yeah, and the book is on page. So it's the same idea with the Martian.
I got it from the woods.
This
Yeah, I don't
Like,
do
yeah,
things.
this is a robot too.
Not a robot. I would recommend don't watch it. I don't like that reveals in the trailer because it's the biggest twist in the book.
So you go for it.
Yeah.
There's one that.
Sylvia's heard this year. She says the one, the first one.
It looks so like it would be this time.
It's $40.
I'm excited.
It's all property.
And I don't know how this place compares to the lyric comparison. Maybe I think the rest is positive.
I didn't know he didn't pay the performers. I thought he paid them.
Yes, for sure. It comes with the exposure, because it is, broadcast. Yeah, on TV and radio. Some catches them when they're on tour, and they pass through Cincinnati, and they're playing in Knoxville, and so it's on the way through, they have to stop here.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for coming here for another beautiful Sunday. And today is much better than last year. Last year, I think we had to cancel the December performance because it was very, very, very snowy and cold and we couldn't do anything. But this year is awesome. The weather there outside is beautiful. Thank you for being here. This is the Classical Music Sundays series in which we present every third Sunday of the month. Not the first, not the second, every third Sunday of the month. We have a concert here at 2:30 in which we try to show to everybody here and also we are live streaming, show everybody that the classical music is not that special, privileged music that only few people can understand. It's music like any other, and we try to explain that and talk to everybody about that. Today, we have a very special, it's really, really, really cool selection. It was thought through by Doug on the back. Talk to him and thank him for that. Is the whole music, not all of it, but the whole concert is based on the music by John Jacob Niles. We're going to talk a little bit about him, and it fits perfectly with the exposition that is outside. I don't know if you had a chance to do that yet. As soon as the concert ends, you can walk through it and you see the art gallery. It's all about Kentucky art and nature. It's beautiful with paintings and also sculptures. So it fits a lot with the theme. Plus a whole bunch of books specially selected enhancing Kentucky history. I am not from Kentucky. Those guys are from Kentucky. But I used to say, some people say, you're not from Kentucky, but you got here as soon as you could, right? I said, yes. I love it. It's fun. My name is Bernardo Scarambone, and I teach piano at EKU, Eastern Kentucky University, and we have been doing this series for the last 4 years. This is the 4th season. So we're going to be talking today and playing the music of John Jacob Niles. John Jacob Niles is from Kentucky. Born here, raised here, and all his music is with the roots of Kentucky. He was known for beautiful voice and beautiful music, and also research a lot of music of the Appalachian. The interesting thing about him is that he mentioned on his biographies, on his books and editions, that he didn't want to find music and revive the music. He wanted to look for the music as an inspiration for his own music. And eventually he started arranging. He arranged over 1,000 songs that were not deemed to be worth it. Because a lot of classical music and some people, the recording artists, they say classical music is better than everything else. We don't like folk music. That's not worth it. And because of John Jacob Niles, we can have access to a lot of this repertoire and value that. It's like, wow, this is actually really, really, really good. You're gonna hear a lot of those things. But he composed a lot of original pieces too. It was not just transcribing music from the Appalachian or for folk music. He has a story which is really funny. He tries to explain his relationship with music with this little story. And he said like this: there was one time in a village, there was a man, a doctor. And this doctor was called to take care of a patient. There was somebody with some pain on the stomach. So he went there, he went to the room of this guy, and he saw a bed. The guy was in pain. And then he saw by the bed a plate full of lobster and shrimp and crawfish and a whole bunch of that. He said, well, he ate a lot of that stuff. He's sick because of that, so I'm going to treat accordingly. And he was right. He treated the man according to he probably overdosed on this food, and he was safe. And that was it. A few days later, he was called to another home call, and the other guy, completely different person, had bellyache as well. So he went over there, and he saw the guy on the bed, and he was with pain. He looked under the bed, and by the side there was a saddle. He said, "Ha! Based on my previous experience, this guy just ate a horse. So I'm going to treat him accordingly." So he treated him like the guy would eat a horse. Obviously, it didn't work. The patient died. So John Jacob Niles said, that's me. That's my story. People think that because I went to the cities and places in Kentucky and I was able to find a lot of folk music, they think that all my music is folk music. It's not. There are a lot of original songs that I create myself. But a lot of different singers, different publishers, they think, oh, that's folk music, so I can just copy it whatever I want. It doesn't belong to him. So today, we're going to present those two sides of John Jacob Niles' music. Some of them are folk songs that he arranged. Some of them are actual his own original compositions. Make sense? So, and we have the privilege also to have two wonderful singers here and friends of mine. We have JC, and they are both from Kentucky. JC and Riley, and they're going to be talking and mentioning and talking about the music as we perform them. I hope we have the program. We have all of them over here, but we're going to be announcing them from the stage as well. So go ahead.
He spoils me. Thank you all for being here, really. As Bernardo mentioned, John Jacob Niles both composed and arranged. The first tune we're starting today is one of those that he arranged. He heard it, and I'll share this anecdote that I found about it. While in the town of Murphy in Appalachian, North Carolina, Niles attended a fundraising meeting held by evangelicals who had been ordered out of town by the police. In his unpublished autobiography, he wrote of hearing the song, "A girl had stepped out to the edge of the little platform attached to the automobile. She began to sing. Her clothes were unbelievably dirty and ragged, and she too was unwashed. Her ash blonde hair hung down in long skeins. But best of all, she was beautiful, and in her untutored way, she could sing. She smiled as she sang, smiled rather sadly, and sang only a single line of a song. The girl, named Annie Morgan, repeated the fragment 7 times in exchange for a quarter per performance. And Niles left with, quote, 3 lines of a verse, a garbled fragment of melodic material, and a magnificent idea. This is John Jacob Niles, I Wonder as I Wander. I wonder as I wander out under the sky, how Jesus the Savior did come forth to die for poor unruly people like you and like I wonder as I wander out under the sky. When Mary birthed Jesus was in a cow stall with
with wise men and farmers and shepherds and all. But high from God's heaven the stars' light did fall, and the promise of ages it then did recall. If Jesus had wanted for anything, a star in the sky or a bird on the wing, or all of God's angels in heaven for to sing, he surely could have it, 'cause he was the king. I wonder, as I wander out under the sky, how Jesus the Savior did come for to die, for poor unhappy people like you and like I wonder, as I wander out under the sky.
Hello, everyone. My name is Riley Ledford. As they spoke, we are honored here to be with you all today. Thank you all for taking time. We know that this is very close to the holiday season. But yes, this is a wonderful recital that we have scheduled for you all today. The next piece is Black is the Color of My True Love's Hair. This song originated in Scotland. John Jacob Niles was first introduced to this piece in 1932 and was amazed at the intricate lyricism of the piece. However, him and his father both agreed that the melody was quote unquote downright terrible. This encouraged Niles to compose a new melody of the piece. The reimagined melody popularized this piece within the early part of the 20th century. I will now be performing for you John Jacob Niles' arrangement of Black is the Color of My True Love's Hair. Black, black, black is the color of my true love's hair. Her lips are something rosy fair, the prettiest face and the daintiest hands. I love the grass whereon she stands. I love my love, and well she knows. I love the grass whereon she goes. If she on earth no more I see, my life will quickly leave me. I go to troublesome, to mourn, to weep, but satisfied I ne'er can sleep. I'll write her a note with a few little lines. I'll suffer death 10,000 times. Black, black, black is the color of my true love's hair. Her lips are something rosy fair. The prettiest face and the daintiest hands. I love the grass whereon she stands. Thank you. Thank you all so much. My next piece that I will be performing is Go Away From My Window. Niles grew up living on a farm in Jefferson County, Kentucky. When he was around the age of 16, he overheard a farm worker known as Abderal Jacket singing a single line from a folk tune. Niles took this one line and created his first melodic composition titled Go Away From My Window. What inspired Niles to write and compose this piece was his infatuation with a young girl. However, when he first introduced the composition to the young girl, she responded by telling him the only thing that Niles' composition confirmed was that Niles was only a farmhand and not a musician. In honor of this, on behalf of John Jacob Niles, I would like to dedicate this next piece to that young girl. She should have known a good musician when she saw one. I will now perform for you John Jacob Niles' first original composition, Go Away From My Window. Thank you. Go away from my window, go away from my door, go away, way, away from my bedside, and bother me no more, and bother me no more. I'll give you back your letters, I'll give you back your ring, but I'll never forget my own true love as long as songbirds sing, as long as songbirds sing. I'll go tell all my brothers, tell all my sisters too, that the reason why my heart is broke is on account of you, is on account of you. Go on your way, be happy, go on your way and rest. I'll never forget my one true love as long as you're the best. I really did love you best. Go away from my window, go away from my door, go away, away, away from my bedside, and bother me no more, and bother me no more. Thank you. Now that I've blown some steam, got that out of my system, my next piece will be the last from the Low Country. When Niles became old enough, he was known to travel throughout the Appalachian Mountains with the intent of collecting and documenting original ballads that were passed down through generations. This excursion is how that Niles was first introduced to multiple original melodies. and he would eventually create signature melodies for these works. Of these pieces being The Last from the Low Country. Niles describes his adaptation in this piece as based upon the singing of an old man in Cherokee County, North Carolina. This piece stays true to the age-old folk narrative that two lovers should be separated based upon their social class. I will now present to you John Jacob Niles' arrangement of The Last from the Low Country. Thank you. Oh, he was a lord of high degree, and she was a lass from the low country. But she loved his lordship so tenderly. Oh, sorrow, sing sorrow. Now she sleeps in the valley where the wildflowers nod, and no one knows she loved him but herself and God. One morn when the sun was on the mead, he passed by her door on a milk-white steed. She smiled and she spoke, but he paid no heed. Oh, sorrow, sing sorrow. Now she sleeps in the valley where the wildflowers nod, and no one knows she loved him but herself and God. If you be a lass from the low country, don't love of no lord of high degree. They ain't got a heart for sympathy. Oh, sorrow, sing sorrow. Now she sleeps in the valley where the wildflowers nod, and no one knows she loved him but herself and God. Thank you. My next piece and my personal favorite that I will be performing tonight is The Roving Gambler. As we journey through the life of John Jacob Niles' music exploration, we would be misremarked to not acknowledge the tunes that he was first introduced to as a child. The Roving Gambler is described by Niles as one of the earliest tunes that he was introduced to as a kid. This piece was a traditional tune within Niles' family that was passed down from generation to generation just by the memorization of song by ear. Due to the lack of musical dictation, the melody would change over time, but Niles was the first to melodically record his family's rendition of this piece. It is my honor to perform for you John Jacob Niles' arrangement of The Roving Gambler. Thank you. I am a roving gambler, and been in many a town. Where'er I see a pack of cards, I lay my money down. I lay my money down. With a click-clack go and a high Johnny ho, I lay my money down. I hadn't been a packet man many more weeks than 3 when I fell in love with a St. Louis girl, and she in love with me, and she in love with me. With a click-clack go and a high Johnny ho, and she in love with me. We went in the back parlor, she cooled me with her fan, and she whispered soft in her mother's ear, I love my gambling man, I love my gambling man. With a click-clack-go and a hi Johnny-ho, I love my gambling man. Oh daughter, dear, dear daughter, how could you do me so, to leave your dear old mother, and with this gambler go, and with this gambler go, with a click-clack go and a hi Johnny-ho, and with this gambler go. 'Tis true I love you dearly, 'tis true I love you well, but the love I have for the gambling man, no human tongue can tell, no human tongue can tell. With a click-clack-go and a hi Johnny-ho, no human tongue can tell. She picked up her satchel and she did leave her home, and on the steamer Morning Star the two of them did roam, the two of them did roam. With a click-clack-go and a hi Johnny-ho, the two of them did roam. Thank you.
Next piece is Jesus, Jesus, Rest Your Head. And John Jacob Niles himself said this. This piece came into being because my mother and I visited a family named Graham, who at the turn of the century lived in the Hardin County, Kentucky. My mother noted down a little Christmas song they sang, for I was too young at the time to take it down myself. About 1909, after I had written Go Away from My Window, my mother gave me a few snips of jumble notes and said, Here, see if you can make a song out of this. Jesus, Jesus, Rest Your Head was his result. Christmas song.
Jesus, Jesus, rest your head. You has got a manger bed. All the evil folk on earth sleep in feathers at their birth. Jesus, Jesus, rest your head. You has got a manger bed. Have you heard about our Jesus? Have you heard about his fate? How his Mary went to the stable on that Christmas Eve so late. Winds were blowing, cows were lowing, stars were glowing, glowing, glowing. Jesus, Jesus, rest your head. You have got a manger bed. All the evil folk on earth sleep in feathers at their birth. Jesus, Jesus, rest your head. You have got a manger bed. To that manger came a wise man, bringing things from yin and yon, for the mother and the father and the blessed little son. Milkmaids left their fields and flocks and sat beside his ass and horse. Jesus, Jesus, rest your head. You has got a manger bed. All the evil folk on earth sleep in feathers at their birth. Jesus, Jesus, rest your head. You has got a manger bed.
As Bernardo mentioned, this is a Christmas song, as is the next one. The next one is titled The Flower of Jesse. Just to let you know, Jesse is not some character from Toy Story. It's not me, pronounced very wrongly. It's Jesus. I think the allegory will speak for itself once you hear it.
thereof is called Jesse. 'Tis indeed a flower precious price, for there is none such in all of paradise. Is the flower sprung of a tree, the root thereof is called Jesse. It is fresh and fair of hue, it never fadeth, but is ever new. This is a flower sprung of a tree, the root thereof is called Jesse. There is a flower sprung of a tree, the root thereof is called Jesse. The seed thereof, the seed that was planted, so it was by his own hand, and it bloomed his flower just beside sweet Mary's bower. Everyone in our country honor the flower good Jesse, good Jesse.
Written from the perspective of a young woman who has caught the gaze of a cowboy. More lighthearted in respect to many of the other pieces written by Niles, the piece follows her retelling of her growing fondness for the writer. And eventually, she heeds a warning for any other maidens hoping to court any cowman. This is The Wild Rider.
My lover's a rider, wild horses rides he, but he's going to quit 'cause of his love of me. He snaps on the bridle and pulls up the girth, and he's off in a flash, the best rider on earth. He snaps on the bridle and pulls up the girth, and he's off in a flash, the best rider on earth. The first time I saw him was early one spring. He was riding a bronco, a high-headed thing. He flashed me a look as he daily did go up the trail in the spring on his bucking bronco. He flashed me a look as he daily did go up the trail in the spring on his bucking bronco. The next time I saw him was late in the fall. We were cutting the corners at the Cripple Creek Ball. We laughed and we talked and we danced to and fro, and he said he would give up his bucking bronco. We laughed and we talked as we danced to and fro, and he said he would give up his bucking bronco. He made me some presents, among them a ring. The return that I made was a far greater thing. 'Twas a young maiden's heart, I will have you to know. He had won it by riding his bucking bronco. 'Twas a young maiden's heart, I will have you to know. He had won it by riding his bucking bronco. Now come all ye damsels here, where we side. Don't trust of no cowmen, no swing the rod hide. They'll court you and kiss you and leave you to go up the trail in the spring on the bucking bronco. Court you and kiss you and leave you to go up the trail in the spring on his bucking bronco. The final piece we have for you is The Wayfaring Stranger, also known as Poor Wayfaring Stranger, I Am a Poor Wayfaring Stranger, and Wayfaring Pilgrim is a well-known American folk and gospel song, likely originating in the early 19th century, about a plaintive soul on the journey through life. As with most folk songs, many variations of the lyrics exist, and many singers have linked the song to times of hardship and notable experiences in their lives. Notably, if you're a Johnny Cash fan, it might be familiar to you.
Before that, this will be our last piece, but before that we end the recital, we would like to thank you all once again for coming out. We've had a blast being able to perform this and put this together for you all. We would like to dedicate this next piece. We know where it's so close to Christmas, for anyone who is missing loved ones this holiday season. We wish you all a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Thank you all. I am a poor wayfaring stranger, while journeying through this world of woe. Yet there's no sickness, toil, nor danger in that fair land to which I go. I'm going there to see my mother. I'm going there no more to roam. I'm only going over Jordan. I'm only going over home. I know dark clouds will gather o'er me. I know my way is rough and steep, yet beauteous fields lie just before me, where God's redeemed their victuals keep. I'm going there to see my Father. He said he'd meet me when I come. I'm only going over Jordan. I'm only going over home. I want to wear a crown of glory when I get home to that good land. I want to shout salvation's story in concert with the blood-washed band. I'm going there to meet my Savior, to sing his praise forevermore. I'm only going over Jordan. I'm only going
Thank you very much. I would like to finish this presentation with a poem that John Jacob Niles writes into the ending of every edition of this music. And he says, "When I'm just a whisper in the wind that blows so often east-west, when I am just a whisper in the wind, and all the breath that once did raise my voice has joined the breath that whispers in the wind. Even then, my song will never die and join the ghostly whisper of the wind. Even then, my song will never be hung on willow trees that sway with the wind. Torn and tattered as moldering dust, even then my song will swirl and spin, and find men's hearts to rest therein. Even then my song will swirl and spin." John Jacob Niles. Thank you very much. I wish all of you a wonderful end of the year, amazing Christmas and New Year, and I hope to see many of you on the third Sunday in January. We're going to have a whole set of groups every third Sunday. Thank you very much. That's awesome, Max.
Thank you, Dr.
January, right?
I appreciate it.
Same time next year?
What?
Same time next year?
Third Sunday every month is what I heard, JC.